Statistical analysis is when you collect numbers from games and training and look at them to see how players or teams are performing. It can include things like counting passes, shots and goals, or other actions, and coaches and players use these patterns, their strengths and weaknesses and trends over time. For example, a basketball coach might count how many times his players score off a fast break to see how effective they are in attack. Stats can also help schools or clubs understand overall team performance and progress over time. There are different methods of statistical analysis. You can do it manually by watching a match and writing it down, or you can also use software or apps that automatically track the stats in a game and produce graphs. Some systems even let you compare different players or teams over time, which is really helpful for planning training. Statistical analysis is very important because it gives objective info about that performance. Coaches can use it to plan training, decide tactics and see if players are improving. Without stats, people may rely on opinion or memory, which can be inaccurate. Stats can also track progress and see what areas of improvement, which is useful for motivation and focus. The strengths of statistical analysis is that it gives clear and objective data, which is very important because coaches and players can make decisions based on facts instead of guessing. Another strength is that it shows the trends and patterns over time, which are very important because it helps coaches plan for training and see if players are improving or need focus and areas that are needing work. Stats can also motivate players because they can see their improvements in numbers in the future. Weaknesses are like collecting stats can be very time consuming, especially if done manually, which is important because it can take time away from training or other preparation. Stats only show what happens and not the reason for why it happens, which is important because understanding the reason behind performance is needed to improve your players and skills. Mistakes in counting and recording can give wrong info back to your players, which is important because it could lead to wrong decisions in training. Some software can make it easier, but it can be very expensive, which is important because smaller clubs or schools might not be able to afford it. The ease of use depends on the method. Manual recording can take a lot of time and focus, while software makes it easier and quicker. But sometimes you need the training to use that properly. Accuracy is good if you are careful, but mistakes in counting and recording can reduce it. Validity means that stats actually measure what they are supposed to, like the passing accuracy in that game, not something else. And reliability means that if you collect the same stats again, you will get the similar results, which is important for comparing performances. And costs can vary if you're using just a simple method of pen and paper, or if you're using software and apps for professional teams.